joining us live on the air. And now, let's tell you who we are. Who?
You?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So you guys are listening to, well, what would be the last show of the year, Pairanormal. We've been trying our best to give you all kinds of positivity throughout the whole month of December to end the year on as much of a positive note as we can. Now, I did my hardest to get guests lined up for tonight, but unfortunately, scheduling conflicts and other emergencies have come into play, so we quite don't have that. So, Annie and I are going to be bringing you all kinds of fun stuff tonight. And I do have to mention, I want to do this because this is really cool and I'm kind of proud of it. So I'm going to share a screen with everyone. I want you to see who he is. And so this is Mr. Kenny Cummings. Of course, with... everybody knows this guy, this wrestler. I'm not going to tell you who he is. I'm going to let you guess. Oh, wait, that's his name up at the top. Kevin Nash. Yeah. So Kenny is with Kevin Nash. Kenny does two shows here on TMV Cafe Radio, which are Triple Threat Wrestling and Chilling with Kenny C. Well, Kenny has been nominated multiple times for Best DJ. So Appalachian Arts and Entertainment Awards are back, and they're asking you to go over there and vote. The voting ends December 31st of this year, so you can go in, register, and as you can see, Kenny Cummings is on there listed for Best DJ. Yeah. So not once, not twice, I can't even count how many times because I've voted for him almost every single time. And I have voted again here. So if you get a chance, please go. We'll see if we can put the link in here after the video's up. You guys go give him a wonderful shout out and definitely make sure you vote for him. For Best DJ. That is Kenny Cummings. And like I said, we'll get that all for you after the show. Well, actually, after this thing is uploaded. Is he DJing today? No, I'm sure he's probably at work, Evie. I know he's got his jobs and he's done his best to 10 years of chilling, or I think the 10-year mark of Triple Threat Wrestling is coming up, and he's done 10 years of chilling with Kenny C. And on there, he actually brings on live bands and talks to them and you know, plays their music, which is really cool. But there has been... I wonder if maybe I should save this one for later. I think I'm going to do that. Because I'm going to give a warning tonight. There's going to be a moment that there might be a need for tissues. You'll find out. Anyway, any music that we play tonight, I want you to understand we do have express written permission from the artist and their management to play their music plus videos, so you will see that. And I say that because there's a lot of programming companies out there like YouTube or Facebook who seem to think that we're trying to steal it. No, we're not trying to get any credits for it. We're trying to promote them. And that's the reason we do it. TMV Cafe Radio is very proud to promote its independent artist. And oh, she's ready for tissues. And
I know. I was just reading that.
But on a positive note, we've got a lot of interesting news that's been coming out as of late. I don't know if you saw that a 14-year-old girl set a record for catching the largest buck.
I saw that.
That is one heck of a catch. I know hunters who are like, that's a once in a lifetime deal. So wow.
Hmm. My niece, well, actually, my great nieces go hunting.
Do they?
My brother-in-law, yeah, all them.
Yeah. I want to, but I'm
Missing Annie's glasses, yeah.
yeah.
It's just, I'm having a hard time with my glasses today and seeing, and it's like if I'm blinking, I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus.
Keep the eyes dry or moist. Yeah, yesterday we had some northern winds blowing in, and boy, my eyes were dry.
Oh, northern winds, huh?
Yeah,
Let me tell you about that. Did you know some people up in, I guess, New England, upper state New York and stuff got 4 feet of snow?
I heard about that.
4 feet.
Yeah, my mother sent me pictures from Washington, and they had snow, a lot of snow. So yeah, there's snow going around, but it ain't down here.
No, we got some. Luckily we didn't get as much as they were saying. They were talking about 12 to 18 inches. And I was like,
Right.
oh god, it
Well,
was bad enough. It was like 7.5, but with all ice mixed in too. So
well, this is where I make everyone jealous because we're talking about 70 degrees this week.
oh, bugger off.
Hey, it's still shorts weather and stuff, I mean, what can I say? Yeah, the Canadians are oversharing. Exactly, Evie.
Keep it there. Keep it up there, please. We don't want any more. Hopefully this is it, but I doubt it.
I don't think this is the end of winter. I think, well,
No, I'm just talking about our snow. We only got about 1.5 inches last year.
yeah, but I can't remember, but I think yesterday was the first day of winter.
No, I think it's the 21st.
Okay, let's find out. When is the
Or it's the
first
22nd.
day of winter? Okay, Monday, December 21st is on the northern hemisphere. Yeah, that would be us. So okay, well, what can I say? I was off. So let's see if I go by our current San Antonio's current weather situation. It's loading.
Yeah, don't forget the 21st is that alignment. We all have to go outside at the
yes, this is going to be the night to go outside and see what they're calling the Christmas star. Yeah. So here is a look at San Antonio. Look.
Forget it. I'm not looking. Go ahead, rub it in.
December.
Rub it in. Go ahead.
Wait. Now watch this. This is why I say
I got to put my glasses on for this one. I'm going to just turn them upside down. So
this is why I say
73.
Yeah, well, our weather is a roller coaster, okay? So today,
yeah,
light rain my butt. It didn't even spit. Tomorrow they're talking about
that
rain.
was really light rain.
Yeah. The high in the daytime, 70. The low at night, 36. Somebody messed up there. Anyway, so yeah, you can see this where it just kind of goes up and
down and up and down. Yeah.
So yeah, Texas doesn't quite know what winter is. I'm gonna do what I want to, and that's that. And yes, that's what exactly happens. We get what it wants. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'll be honest though, with the way this year has been. Well, okay, let me back up. I'm thinking of a couple of things at one time here. The first would be that we here in San Antonio, we are like really below our average when it comes to moisture. Our precipitation is low. So we're way below average, which means we haven't gotten enough rain, and it's still not, you know, a plan of it in there. However, 3 years ago, well, not today, but 3 years ago, we actually got snow. You remember? Do you remember the video I shared?
Vaguely.
Yeah, it was actually snowing. I loved it because my cat was at the door and he's all trying to, get the snow through the glass door and everything. It was hilarious. But I hadn't seen it. And I actually read the radar and told, I remember telling a local meteorologist, hey, it's going to snow. No, it's not. There's not enough there. And I told him, okay, if it snows afterwards, you get on Facebook and apologize. Needless to say, he had to apologize.
Well, this was Eli's first snow. He's our pet, basically, because he was born in March. He'll be 3 years old in March. So when he was born, of course, he wasn't out. And last year we hardly had any snow. So this one, that poor dog. And he's scared of everything anyway. I mean, you just sneeze wrong and he's like, blah.
Well,
but he was terrified.
I've seen dogs that you throw snowballs at them and they just go nuts.
Not mine.
Well, Evie mentions that she thinks everyone freaked out because of the lack of plows and ice. Evie, in San Antonio, if you pour a cup of ice outside, everybody freaks out because they, oh my God, the bridge is iced over. No, we don't actually have that. They have something that they do go through and put like it's not salt, but it's almost a salt mixture to try to clear the bridges if they ever ice over. But they kind of do their best to, give fair warning and make that happen. So let me see. What other news did I have over here? I didn't put it on this side, did I? I did not. Okay. I have it in front of me, which is even more fun, but that's cool. We'll go right there. And okay, so many school districts are letting kids enjoy the season's first snow day, even though the schools are virtual and do not need to close for student safety. Johnson County Schools in West Virginia declared a snow day Wednesday with a heartfelt note from Superintendent Bondi Shea Gibson, who told parents to take pictures of your kids in snow hats they will outgrow by next year. So here's the letter. I'm going to read it to you. And it's kind of the way they headline this. It says, Schools Snow Day letter reminds us what's truly important right now. And I'm doing this because I want you guys to remember that we're in a time of year where everybody is upset or has something going on, or I mean it's crazy. But we need to look for joy in everything. And so in this particular case, we have joy in something that a school decided to send out. So here it is, dated December 15th. Dear Jefferson County Schools community, for generations, families have greeted the first snow day of the year with joy. It is a time of renewed wonder at all the beautiful things that each season holds. A reminder of how fleeting a childhood can be, an opportunity to make some memories with your family that you hold on to for life. For all of these reasons and many more, Jefferson County Schools will be completely closed for tomorrow, December 16th, in honor of the first snow day of the year. Closed for students, closed for virtual, closed for staff. It has been a year of seemingly endless loss and the stress of trying to make up for that loss. For just a moment, we can all let go of the worry of making up for the many things we missed by making sure this is one thing our kids won't lose this year. So please enjoy a day of sledding and hot chocolate and cozy fires. Take pictures of your kids in snow hats they will outgrow by next year, and read books that you have wanted to lose yourself in but haven't had the time. We will return to the serious and urgent business of growing up on Thursday. But for tomorrow, go build a snowman.
That's sweet.
Isn't it? I mean, come on. How often do you get such an amazing encouragement to just go out and do something? This guy, he had the plan. He knew what he was doing when he decided to put this letter together. It sure, some might say, it's a little too staged. That's okay. That's fine with me, because this way you're seeing that there is some heartfelt to say, don't let the kids not grow up to have some fun.
They've had so much. They've lost so much since this thing has started and they closed schools.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for these kids. The senior prom, all that stuff, all that wonderful stuff that kids do in school. It's so sad.
They have done a lot to change things up. Even with, look at the kids who haven't been able to go to school and stuff. So they've had little drive-by processions and so forth. And I thought that's pretty cool. That's really
neat. That's very nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
I mean,
but I really feel so sorry for them.
Yeah. Well, it's not like walking down the aisle to go grab your actual diploma and stuff. But
true.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
I'm going to do the wave again, so that's what I want for Christmas, is a new chair.
There you go. Santa, are you listening?
Yes, please send me a new chair.
Yes.
That's good.
I'm sorry, I just saw this article and I have to pull it up. This is hilarious looking. Okay, so we're gonna put it up here for you. So I see this picture, all right? What do you see?
I see. Hang on.
Glasses.
Hang on. He looks like he has either a saw.
It's a Nerf gun.
Oh, how freaking cool is that? Look at that thing. Ooh.
Okay, now here's the headline. Nursing home residents are going deer hunting this Christmas season. Okay. And this is the picture that was on the other part. This makes you want to say, So yeah, here we go. Nursing home staff are dressing up as deer and running around Christmas trees as residents hunt them down with toy guns.
That's cute.
I mean, come on. How awesome is that? So you can kind of see, I think, they have a little bit. See,
people have gotten creative in this mess.
I'm telling you, you got to have some kind of fun. You got to do something different each year. And that has got to be the funnest thing I have seen yet. Now, I will say I did enjoy, for one of the companies I did some work with, the head people took most of the management teams out to play paintball. That was a blast of a day. But this really, taking the seniors and letting them have some kind of fun and putting smiles on their face, that is creative. That is something, we're talking about. We need to keep pushing those kind of things, the inspirations, the joys,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, another headline that I just stumbled across too is man 43 dresses up as Buddy the Elf to meet his biological dad for the first time. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a good first impression.
Right. It works.
Well,
It's
better than the Grinch, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, that's true. Um, so how about this? We know kids will be kids. There's no doubt about that. Kids will be kids. But family has a hilarious reaction to seeing daughter on TV with a boy. A college student was trying to keep her dating life to herself, but it didn't exactly go as planned. Kayla was attending a basketball game with the guy she's been seeing and received a phone call from her father. So she texted him back. Hey, I'm at the basketball game right now. Can I call you back later? Unless it's urgent, I can step out. Yes. Who is the boy you are with? Y'all on TV. Everyone on Woods wants to know. Well, the text message she received is priceless. Kayla said, This is not how I wanted my parents to find out. I kind of started dating someone. All right. So I have to share this with you because this will make you laugh. Because, as I said, the family caught her on TV. As you can see, we'll zoom in. Okay.
I'm just going to put my glasses on. Hold on.
Okay. All the family are wonderfully pointing at her and the boy she's sitting next to as they were busted on TV. So yeah, hey, if you're trying to hide a date, going to something that's filmed is not a good idea.
Yeah, but what are the odds, So
Well, I mean, I know if you go to a Spurs game or any NBA game, it's gonna be filmed. And I don't know where all those camera guys are. Most of the time, you usually just see them around the court. But then there's times that I have seen them in the stands, or they have that wonderful camera that, like at the baseball games,
right.
yeah, the kiss cam or something like that. It's you're just like, move it, move it, move it. So yeah. I'm sure she's probably being harassed by the family left and right. But
Grilled. Yes.
I have, as I said, we have all these wonderful songs that come in from the artist. And this one's going to be, there we go. Stay there. And I have one that was submitted to us. It is the 25th Street Band, which features Joe Kibble. And the song is Maybe Christmas. And while we do that, maybe I should put up an awesome picture. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Something with snow.
Something with snow.
Trees and snow and fields and deer and
Okay.
little bunnies.
Let's see. How does this picture work?
That's nice.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is make that the big picture for now. And here is that wonderful song. It's called Maybe Christmas. And I'm going to mute my mic so we can hear the song, and we'll be back with more Paranormal right after this.
By Christmas, maybe by Christmas next year. The road is long and so with you near. Perhaps there's a way we will find that'll leave all our heartache behind. By Christmas, maybe by Christmas next year. Oh, yeah. Holy moment, joyous day, the fire glow and the mistletoe, our sorrows melt away. You're in my heart, and will remain until Christmas comes, until Christmas comes again, again. And on that day, will the angels sing? Will all the bells start to ring? Will clouds disappear from the skies, and the smiles return to our eyes? By Christmas, maybe by Christmas next year.
Helps if you unmute your mic. Ah, yes. There you go. And so, wonderful artists. As I said, we always get all kinds of submissions for music. And we do ask that when you guys do that, please, 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 please send us the MP3. Some of them, it's hard to go look up those things. So, yeah. All right. I am giving a fair warning now for people to get your tissue boxes ready. Yes. Get this ready.
Let's see. I get hit my stash of toilet paper over here. I'm not kidding. It's in the craft room.
She's breaking out the roll. Oh, by
Yep.
before we get that tissue moment coming up, I will say I hate she's got the roll. There it is.
It's either that or paper towels.
Just remember, don't squeeze the Charmin.
Is this Charmin?
We're gonna find out.
It is.
Oh,
Hey, honey, on my tushy, we only get the best.
Uh-huh.
Did I actually say that? Oh,
The worst part is it was recorded.
okay, everybody.
It's out there forever.
Okay.
So I went and had to do a blood test this week, and
Did you study?
no, I didn't. I failed. I will. Yeah, and seriously, you can't. Maybe you can. Can you see the darkening of my hand?
Bruise, yeah.
That's them missing. And this is constant. This is actually cleared up a lot compared to what it was. And it was ugly dark and hurt to even bend my fingers. And I always laugh when I do this. I tell them, I make bets with them. How many times are you allowed to stick before you have to get somebody else? It's either 2 or 3, depending on what company you go to. And I usually bet them they're going to do upwards of 6 sticks before they finally get it.
I don't know. After 2, I'd probably punch somebody.
Oh, trust me, I used to hate needles a lot.
I hate needles. I hate getting blood. I hate IVs.
I hate them all, but I'm at a point now where I think the neuropathy is good enough to where it really doesn't bother me. So, anyway, but yeah, I would love to find one of those individuals who can actually be the one stick nurse, where they can just get it the first time, no pain, no nothing, and you're just like, okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
did,
I got really small veins, and they have trouble with mine, so they had to use like little needles. But
yeah.
I've had them try up here on the arm, and
When
by
you
the elbow, and oh my god, everywhere. It's just that I look like somebody worked me over.
don't ever let them do it on the back of your arm. That hurts.
Like up here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was like, I think.
Well, mine was like right by the elbow.
Yeah.
But, in the.
I thought she said I have eye rolling. Yeah. Now you did get an eye roll when you said they needed to use a butterfly. She did use a butterfly.
I've had them try to do the IV, and it would hit the vein. The vein vibrated. I mean, I thought I was gonna toss my cookies. That was the weirdest feeling.
Oh man.
Gross.
All right. Did I give enough time for everyone to grab their tissues?
Oh, was that what we were doing? Okay.
Yes. The reason I'm telling you this is because the story we got coming up next, let me kind of give you the gist of the story for the moment. This gentleman actually filmed this back in 2014. It was a short film that he made. And it basically is starting to make its return. Now, I warn you, when you finish watching this, you might want to go call your mother afterwards. And it's okay.
I can't, but
yeah. We're trying to encourage you to want to have a good year, but this is something that really touches the heart this year. Okay. So here we go. And I'm going to click a play.
Hi Chris, it's Mum. Merry Christmas, Poppet. Another year has passed. I wanted to start this one by saying something I haven't said yet, which is thank you. Thank you for taking the time to remember me. After all these years. I can't believe you're going to be 30 soon. I wish I could be there to see how you've grown, to see what kind of man you've become. I know I would be so proud of you. So this is it, my last tape. I wish I could keep talking to you every Christmas, but it's time to say goodbye. Just remember how much I love you. Never forget that, okay? I will always be your mum. Before I go, let me tell you a story about the happiest day of my life. The day you were born.
Yes. I learned you.
Okay.
I learned you, didn't I? this
Mhm.
one, this one would make you want to. I gotta say though, the reason I chose this video, not necessarily to draw tears to people's eyes, but they did something really cool. Did you see the box at the end? It had all the
The years passed.
yeah. Could you imagine doing that with a loved one who's knows that their time's coming to an end and having that, constantly? I said you get the tissues.
Excuse me. Time out. Time out. Oh, yeah, really.
So I did. I will say I do have the tears in my eyes too. Only because I can imagine what it would be like to be in his role. It's hard, and I'm sure, like for yourself and other mothers out there, they would do that. But I thought, why not? Why don't people take an opportunity to put together tapes like this? They could record X amount of years, or they can have a generic repeat, just so someone can always hear their voice. Because I've heard people who kept their spouse's cell phone or voicemails as long as they possibly could, so they just could keep hearing their voice.
Yeah.
And so, with everything that's happening, this pandemic and stuff, I think having a voice that you can hear for some time like that would be amazing. I mean, I'll be honest, that was a sad video, but there's some inspiration behind it too. So, it was something I wanted to put in there and make sure that I give the people the opportunity to think about it. And while we're doing that, I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to dry their eyes.
I'm just going to sniffle a lot.
Well, I'm going to give you the chance to clear up and dry up, because this artist, his name is Paul Snyder, sent in this amazing video for us to play for him. And I want you guys to check this out. This is going to be one of the coolest music videos you've ever seen. And by the way, if you don't recognize the tune, it is called wow, not the litter box. The Little Drummer Boy. I cannot talk.
Okay.
Right?
Right. That's all right.
Cheers, man. I need to go get some Charmin myself.
Here. It's slightly used, but
Share this Charmin. Yeah. So here we go. Let us add this in, and here is the Little Drummer Boy. I had to keep that in. I wanted people to see that, you can, who it was, Paul Snyder. And you can find his music up on YouTube as well as any other location. But, that Evie made a good point at the beginning of that. Which was that this is a cool video, and it shows that people can find beauty anywhere if you look hard enough.
This is true.
I mean, look at all the music that he pulled out of all those different
Items.
yeah, I was gonna say instruments, but not which. I mean, he looks at it and thinks instruments.
Mm-hmm. That was amazing.
Oh, is she
Was that PVC pipe that he was playing in the beginning? Far out.
That was and did you see the bass was a trash can, upside down trash can, and a violin looked like it was a paper mache violin.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can. And let's see, we're gonna share it like this, right? Yeah. So you could see he used glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the music. Of course, there was the ticking from the clock. This is a PVC pipe that's done as a drum.
Wow.
Yeah, this is really cool. I've seen people do this. They've actually the Blue Man Group is another group who actually took a lot of PVC pipes, put them together, and created a drum set out of them. Let's see. Let's find. Oh, I saw this keyboard and I about cracked up.
Legos.
Yeah, he made a keyboard out of Legos.
This guy is so creative.
Let's see. Let's find another one. Oh, yeah. Okay, the manhole cover. Okay, let me back up right there. Okay, so here is just flex pipe.
Uh-huh.
That
Looks like hose or something for like a dryer, maybe, or
possibly, or some kind of a drainage type deal or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then he used a manhole cover as well. And then he was using the car. He was drumming on the car and shutting the door. And I'm like, wow, this guy's got some creative. I want to know how people, here's that PVC pipe that he's using as a flute. I want to know how people come up with these ideas. How do they look at it and say, that's a musical instrument?
Thinking outside of the box.
Seriously, you got to think way outside.
Way outside.
Yeah, and this guy, oh my gosh, and if you look, you can see 43 likes. He's had over 1,400 views on this, and he just put this out this month.
Wow.
Yeah. So not a single person puts a thumb down on this. This guy's video is.
If they do, they need to be slapped. They're jealous.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's the haters at that point. I was cringing on the car too, Evie. I was just like, I looked at the car and I thought, poor car. But yeah, this guy, he's so smart. I mean, look at, here's a cable going up to an antenna. And what is he doing? Ding, 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 ding on the cable. There's the bass.
Mm-hmm.
It's an upside down trash can. There's the violin. That's the one. Look at it. That's paper mache. It's just like, wow. Now, I will say, if you notice in the background on some of the parts of the video, you do see the computer. And what he does is he has to use a specific program and that he can put the music in its place. And then once it's all put together, it sounds like a solid piece, which is very cool. This is a process that a lot of musical artists do today. And that's why they don't do MP3s, they do WAV files. But when they send their music out, it needs to be in an MP3 because, one, it protects their music, because people can take bits and pieces from the WAV file because it's not just a single an MP3 is compacted all together. A WAV file is all the multiple instruments and lines in the music. And so as you saw in there was like certain lines in there. And if that goes out, somebody could take that apart and use it how they wanted to. And you don't know, especially as an artist or something, you want to stop that from happening. So, but again, that was Paul Snider. That was an awesome video. And I had to share that with everyone because, I mean, that guy is amazing. Very, very.
Yeah, he plays all those instruments. I mean, even though they're, you know, handmade or whatever. Hey, that guy's got talent.
Yeah, when I record EVPs, EV, I don't really use WAV files. I can see more in an MP3, and then maybe that's because I've been working with them for so long. I mean, I can still use WAV files, but one of the problem with WAV files in a recording is that it's still just coming in one stream. You know, it's not. So you're just going to have the same in a WAV or a MP3, but MP3 is a little more, for me, easier to read, and I can find the little glitches before I even get to them. I can see where the silence is. I can see where, actually, you know what? I can give an example here. Let's do this. Open up Audacity. Okay, we want that to go to speaker, line in, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Okay, and I can see that is way off. Way off. Oh well. Okay. So we're hitting record on this so you can kind of see, and I'm going to stretch it as wide as I can to make it easier. And let's add this to the stream so you can see. This is right now being recorded in a WAV file. The reason there's two separate ones is because it's supposed to be equal. As you can see with the recording level up at the top, that it's not equal. So that means if somebody's hearing it in like a dual headset, one side's going to sound louder than the other. Okay, so that's what that's doing. But, okay, I let a pause in there so you can see if you ask a question, is there anyone here who would like to talk to us? And that's usually what happens. You have that little pause, and so you'll see those lines. And if I see something bounce in there, I'm going to go back and I'm going to bring it up even more. I'm going to do my best to, and I can do this with certain programs. I can pull that sound in even closer, and so I can break it down and I can get the what I need in that. On my last soundboard, I wonder, I'll check something here. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, now we're going to balance this out. Okay. And I can add a touch to the gain, which now changes everything and makes me sound extremely loud. See, you see how it gets higher pitch on one side and not on the other? That's when it's unbalanced. Okay, see, now we're trying to balance it again. And we should be equal now. Okay, so now you see how each side resembles the same. Now, if a WAV file like this comes through and I see the balance like it is now, and we're doing an EVP session and we pause. Okay, so now you see that blank line right there. That's where I'm going to stop it. So you can see the blank line right here in between the two. There is, on occasions, on WAV files where only one line actually picks up something. And in doing so, that is the point where you want to really focus, because that came through a different type of wave sense. And I mean, our voice gives vocal sounds off, and they're waves. But when it's recorded back, there's a lot of arguments about how things are recorded and what they, explicitly think they are, or what have you. Because there's a lot of people who say, well, no, this isn't it, or this isn't. Does that indicate directionality? What do you mean? I know it's a delay, so it'll be a moment before she responds with that question. But she asked the question, does this include directionality? I'm assuming you're talking about directional mics. Most directional mics, yes, they would be separated. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they would be separated by lines like that as well. And so if you're trying to do an EVP session, you will get that. And I know there's certain individuals who use specific recording devices. I don't know if you've ever seen them, Annie. They have like two microphones coming off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those bad boys are powerful. They do get sound from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I could have sworn I heard somebody walking over here. But yeah, and they do, that would be a directional mic, EV. So you would get an answer to the difference in on a wave form. Now, if you read that through an through an MP3 file, then as you saw, it won't be separated, but it'll still put a wave in there to let you know during that break something happened, and that's your moment where you can focus. Mm-hmm. So there's a way to read both of them, or all of them technically. So you gotta know what you're looking for. And as long as I've worked with the different files over all these years, and 20 plus years, because I've helped churches and stuff as well. And I've been working with their sounds too. We were in one of the last churches that I was with. We were doing CDs for their music and their sermons, and same thing. I was able to read everything off of that. I knew where to end things, where to begin things, where to slide things in. You could do it as easy. So yeah, you got to be careful with. Yeah. Well, it's the same with when we edit, when I'm recording for the shows on there. And obviously I wasn't recording today's because at the beginning of the show I said I wasn't. And the reason, you can do that is you can see where we press record before we go on the air. So I have to go back and clean stuff up. Sometimes I'll add the call signs, and sometimes I don't. It just depends, So yeah, but it's pretty cool. If you want to send me some EVPs to go over, you're welcome to do that. You can send them to TMV Cafe, and I'll just make sure you put in the subject line what they are, and I'll over them, because
paranormal activity and bodily function.
I've had to listen to a few of those. I won't do that one anymore. As long as I don't get one that somebody says, "Oh, that came from the front side," huh? Anyway. Okay, it was a quote from the new Ghostbusters movie. And okay. So if you guys are watching us via YouTube or even Facebook, please make sure you go over to YouTube, give us a like, follow us, and subscribe so you know when we're doing new videos, because we're going to have a lot more videos than just paranormal being in here. We want to do everything we can to keep letting you guys know of what's coming to the station and what's happening. So she's pushing that Christmas baking, isn't she? I will be recording and putting together cooking videos. I can't divulge which ones I'm starting with, but in 2021, I will start putting together my cooking videos, and we'll put those together. And I don't know how to say the name that just came up from Facebook, but I will be more than happy. I believe you're a music artist as well. So if you want to do music submissions, you can find out on our website as well, or just email tmvcafe@gmail.com, and it'll give you the information on how to do that. For all the music artists, we want to make sure that come 2021, everybody's permission is in each individual letter, and we're going to be putting them in there. If there is no permission written in there, I'm sorry, but those will be rejected, and they'll probably just delete the emails. And I don't want to see that happen, but if that's the way it has to be, it's the way to do it, to protect,
So the question was, when will we be back in 2021? January 8th?
I was going to mention that, and I think the 8th is about right, because the 1st, everybody's going to be all...
Well, yeah, it's a Friday too, so...
Right.
Sadly, my recycle can't go out. Well, we didn't go out. What's today, Friday? Didn't go out today because all the snow and ice.
Right.
Can't go out next week because it's Christmas. Can't go out the following week because it's New Year. So have to remember to put it down on the 8th. And my recycle dude's going to hate my guts.
Yeah, well, and I'm putting a response to the comment, but yes, we are getting to all of those, and we will be putting all that music up. So if it hasn't been put up, please don't be upset if we don't get it up by the 31st of this month, but our goal is to have all the songs with all the permission up and playing as quick as the 1st of the year, because we have 3,000 plus submissions daily, and it is hard to get through all of them. And we literally have 2 email boxes that are competing with each other now. One, we're having to pay for the extra space, and the other one just so we can keep, we can catch the overflow and keep doing this. But it is a lot of submissions, but we're not giving up on the people. We're doing our best to try to get all their music up and played. So we're doing it, and we're cycling it through, and we're going to get it up. So please be patient with us, but we will have it up by the 1st of the year. And of course, we did play some great artists here. It was a great show. On that note, I think we're going to end it early today. Give everybody a chance to take the time off, and we want to wish you guys
Merry Christmas,
Happy
New Year,
Happy New Year,
Feast Day,
Boxing Day, Happy Birthday,
Well, I know my cousin's birthday and a friend whose name's Holly, their birthday's on Christmas. So Happy birthday, Robbie.
Yeah.
Holly.
Happy anniversary. I know some people had anniversaries on New Year's. Some have them on Christmas.
Mom and Dad was the day after Christmas. Let's see, 53.
Wow.
No, wait a minute. They got married in 53. I'm trying to think. They would have been married 67 years. Yep. So happy anniversary in heaven, Mom and Dad.
Wow.
He's probably getting surf and turf, and she's probably getting something, seafood or whatever.
I have to say, my favorite food is Italian food, but man, somebody puts a Chinese food in front of me, I am going to devour it. I love Chinese.
Yeah, we were thinking about that for Christmas Day, but then I don't know anybody around here that's going to be open, so I might do it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to tell Evie one of the cookies that I'm doing. I'm baking tomorrow. It will be a peanut butter cookie.
Ooh.
Wait. Covered in chocolate.
Oh, I'm moving down there. Just, do you have a spare bedroom or something? Put me out in the shed.
Dude, we're turning our spare bedroom into a pantry. Believe it or not.
That's a great idea. I'd love to have a pantry again.
Yeah, well, see, that's what my wife wanted. She wanted a butler's pantry, and I was like, babe, I don't know how to do this. I'm trying to figure it out. And then we just realized, well, why don't we just turn the guest room into a pantry? Because I originally was making it a movie room, but that kind of went out the door. So I'm making it into a pantry for her. I should have it finished in January.
You are a wonderful husband.
No, I do my best. Oh, I've done those before. I was not a fan of the jelly on there. I'm sorry. But I have done thumbprint cookies with chocolate on the top of that. So those were amazing. I actually did those last year. And I've got orders for cakes to make. I told you last week, I accidentally became a bakery. I've got people placing orders now. So those cookies.
You are one busy guy.
Yeah, well, those cookies are actually a paid customer and told me specifically they wanted a specific type of cookie, but I got to choose. And so with the 3 options I had, I said, man, nothing beats chocolate and peanut butter. So I'm going to do that. I did a cake. Ooh, yeah, we can jelly jam in South Africa. Yeah.
Well, you know what, Evie? I'm going to pick you up. You and I are going to go road tripping down to San Antonio, okay?
There you go.
So.
Hey, if anyone wants to invest in helping me put together a bakery for 2021 that we'll call TMV Cafe, I will make sure it happens because, man, if I had those big giant convection ovens, we'd be pumping out things regularly.
Yeah, well, when I hit the lottery, I'm going to come down there. We're going to have a cafe. We'll have that bakery on the side.
Yep.
And on the other side, we'll have our recording studio or radio station.
Yeah. Well, actually, my design for the way I wanted to do an actual restaurant would have been we have like the studio in the center of the restaurant in a glass, soundproof.
Yeah, like a circle.
Yeah, so they could see us or interviewing a guest or what have you, and then the restaurant's around it, and then the bakery can be a part of the restaurant, but we have like a little glass display right at that they can buy, and so yeah, that was kind of the plan, but
I haven't hit the lottery yet, so I'm working on it. Okay,
right? I need the lottery. If I could make that happen, oh my God, I would love it. The only thing I would want to do is one amazing thing. If a friend of mine would come back to San Antonio, I would want him to help us make it happen, but we would gladly take on his pride and joy of that 7-pound burrito. Did you hear me on that?
I heard you. A 7-pound burrito.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Let me pull it up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, this bad boy was real, and I watched it. I actually got to see it delivered. And, yeah. Okay, why am I not finding it all of a sudden? There's this one. This girl did. Now, this was the restaurant that I helped promote and put together, and then helped him with a new location. And unfortunately, the restaurant didn't survive after a while. But he had a motto: "Why be normal when you can go extreme?" And this lady that you're going to see in here, she not only nailed this burrito once, but like 3 times.
She ate it 3 times.
Yes. So as you can see, this is the 7-pound burrito sitting in front of you. And it's massive. I actually, one year for a party for them, I did a cake that looked like that burrito.
That's like a month's worth of food for me. I would, yeah, well, I probably would just do the little end right there, you know.
Yeah.
It does look good.
Yeah, but this tiny little girl is 19 years old. And she devoured this whole thing in time. Because if you do it in time, you can you get it like for free, I think is how they did it. So here we go. Here's 5 minutes in. She did it. She devoured it. Now there was eating contest. It was featured on Food Network. I mean, it was an amazing place. This is the gentleman right here. This gentleman right here is Felix Jimenez. He was the owner of the place, and that's the one guy that I would love to do proud. And if we could get the restaurant, I would feature his burrito for him. But yeah. So Chef Felix put together one amazing deal, and I'll be honest, that burrito itself probably could have fed a whole country because it was some stuff.
Yeah, there's no way I could. Yeah, I could.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I want to find. He actually explains in there. Marianitos. There was in one of the videos that was on that they had, and I guess it's no longer up, but they had one of the guys from Food Network, and they literally go through the whole thing describing what's in this burrito. And it was amazing. It was just, and they would bring it out on a pizza tray. It was huge.
Nope.
He's actually, Evie, he's doing restaurants in Houston right now. I don't know what restaurant he's with, but I know a lot of people have been wanting him to open it up again. Yeah, I mean, he had this massive hamburger. I mean, it was huge. He did a huge thing of nachos, but I'm not knocking his nachos, but there's a place in San Antonio that has what they call King Kong nachos, and it comes out on this huge tray of a pizza, and it's filled with chips, and then it's got 6 different types of meats over the top with cheese and cheese and cheese, and then some beans, and then some guacamole and sour cream, and oh yeah. See, if you ever hear the saying everything's big in Texas, now you know why. It really is. I'm trying to think. The only other there's a place here also, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's they serve the largest pizza. And literally, if you've ever seen one of those dining room tables, the round dining room tables, this bad boy is the size of that round dining room table.
Wow.
If you cut one slice and pull it, it's longer than your arm. That's how big this puppy is. I think it's a 42-inch pizza.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, why can't you have? Oh, well, I mean, yeah, never mind. You could eat that. She says she could eat.
I might be able to eat a slice.
Yeah, one slice. I couldn't. I probably eat half a slice, if even, and I couldn't. I had that weight loss surgery, and I still can't eat as much, but because they can't get my thyroid correct, I still have
Basically, two's my limit.
2 slices.
2 slices if I'm lucky.
Depending on the thickness of the crust, I would have to say that too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to know what that fold is. One day you'll have to share that with us, Evie, and tell us what kind of fold that is. Neapolitano style.
Like a book?
I don't know. I've seen people fold their pizza like a sandwich and they eat it like that. You think you could eat like the pros? I will say there was a lady who was really tiny and won the women's competition for hot dog eating.
No.
Oh, I have something for you. I heard about a place called Sandwich. It's the name of a town.
Massachusetts?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool to see the police cars because it says Sandwich Police.
I think I have a friend Karen that lives up there. I know she lives in Massachusetts. I think it is Sandwich.
I need to look up what they had because there was a particular food there that was featured on a particular Food Network show, and oh my god, it looked so good. Anyway, and I said we were going to end. We got into the food
Well, we always end up with food. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want?
I just can't eat, but we can.
Yeah. Yeah. We can talk food. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if they've ever pulled over the Wienermobile. Actually, I have not seen that drive anytime. Well, I haven't seen it.
I'm sure it's around somewhere.
I'm sure, yeah, but I'm not sure where. I mean, that would be pretty cool to see, but yeah.
Yep.
I'm surprised I'm not hearing anything from Jason today, who's usually doing his best to try to mess me up on the show. He's good at doing that too. He's not, but he might be working tonight. I don't know. The life of medical, yeah. So okay, so I didn't want to bring it up, but I guess in this part I can do this second.
Take a shot. Okay, hold on.
Oh, don't get me started. I'll go get. I will. No,
I know. Gosh.
Now
remember Santa, new chair.
Yeah, San Antonio has broken the 100,000 COVID patients. The number of over 100,000 COVID patients in this year. I didn't think we would. I honestly didn't. But last night we were in the 9,900 and something, and I knew.
Is that Texas?
No, that's just San Antonio.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's just San Antonio. I'm telling you, this COVID thing has driven people nuts, and I'm hoping and praying that it will change. I've heard positives about the vaccine. I couldn't think of the name. I was going to say antivirus. I've heard positives about the vaccine, and so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I mean, shoot, if this does it, then it's. Oh, is that what it is? Okay, every time Manny does the wave, we have to take a shot. Oh,
yep.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I would have to. Okay, let's see. What else is on my baking list for this year? I'm going to be doing more cookies and decorating them, and I've got some cakes. I'm actually going to do an ugly sweater cake.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that'll be a fun one to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to put together the choux pastry to do cream puffs. It just depends on if we have time. Bread. Well, I haven't really decided to do any bread. I would love to make make some beer bread, but I haven't really worked on bread this year. Yeah, that's one thing. But next year it's going to be cakes, 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 and more cakes. Yes, this boy is going to be busy. So let's share some of the. Let's see. I know I put some up. Let's see if I can find some for you guys. Okay. So, yeah, here we go. This is boxed up already and sent off. These were actually angel cookies, and I was disappointed.
Aw.
Some of the pearls popped off when it got packaged, but you can see they have their little halos and pearls, and and there were Christmas trees in there with their Christmas lights and stuff. And then you can see a bunch of the cookies and some of the bundt cakes that we did. And then my wife has this amazing poppy seed cake recipe. And I did little personal ones. Those are my little mini pans. They're probably 4 inches. So, yeah, those were on the list for this year that we've done so far. Let me see. I have. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. I'm doing this wrong way. Yeah, because I'm just scrolling through my Facebook to put that up there when I could just go to photos. Oh my gosh. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so.
Ow. Hold on a minute. Adjust again.
Okay. Shot. Take a shot. Everybody's got to take their shot.
Okay. Ow.
Oh. Okay. So this was the giant donut cake that I made.
That looks so good.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is not easy to tell. I was kind of disappointed in the picture. But this is a chocolate cake with peanut butter cups in it. And then what I did, the reason why it's darker on top was sometimes you can put sugar in the pan and it gives this nice glaze or like carameling on the top. Well, this time I actually put cocoa powder in it. So it really popped that chocolate flavor. And oh yeah, it was delicious. So you can see the line where it ends. So yeah. And my gingerbread cookies that actually fit on your coffee cup.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Those were fun.
I just sent my daughter my mother's cookie cutters that are probably older than I am, but she hasn't got them yet because of the mail being slow.
I'm looking for one cookie cutter, and it's the mitt, the Christmas mitt. I cannot find it.
It might have been in there. If I would have known that, I would have put it on the side for you and sent it to you.
Oh, that would have been awesome. Yeah, I wish.
These are really old.
Uh-oh.
But I'll keep looking for you when I'm out and about.
Okay. Well, this cake was my all-time favorite. I actually took a pie, my apple pie filling. I cut the apples. I did all the stuff like if I was going to fill an apple pie. I put this at the bottom of a bundt cake pan. And then I started to fill, I did a cake with cinnamon, a cinnamon flavored cake. And I put that together. And then I tried to do like a center ring of the apple filling as well. Oh my God. It was delicious. It was amazing. It was probably one of the best yet. I don't know. Who am I? Oh. And
that's it. That's it.
That's home. That's where I want to be.
That's perfect.
Yep. See, this is what would be my piece, is to hear the creek running. And that's it. You don't hear no other. Well, maybe animals, but
crickets.
Yeah,
Owl now and then.
Somebody asked me, could you go a month without computer and all that? Heck
Yeah.
Yes, I
I
can.
could. Not a problem.
Yeah. It doesn't
Nope.
bother me. I can do it. That's right.
Yep.
Okay, so there you go, Miss Evie. Don't eat the cat. Yeah. I am actually going to be working on a cake. Actually, I think I'm going to make it in January, but it's supposed to look like a piñata, and it will be filled as well, and it's going to stand up. So I'll be working on that one.
Cool.
Yeah, that one's going to be interesting. I don't know how I'm going to quite construct this cake yet. Yeah,
It'll come to you. You'll be laying in bed and just like trying to fall asleep, and then you'll get inspired, and little light bulb goes bing.
It happens, and trust me. Ugh. All you can think of is why now?
Why not?
No, I mean, you could. I've done a piñata cake before, Evie. It was a round piñata cake. It had the multiple colors, and when you cut into it, candy came pouring out. Yeah, I've done those. Those are fun. So you can do all kinds of different things with different cakes, but everybody wants me to do more cakes, and I'm okay with that because cakes are a heck of a lot easier and less time consuming than cookies. So, yeah. Are we close to that? Okay. I think it's a good stopping point. We're going to just do it. It's an unusual time. I'm sorry. We were supposed to end 23 minutes ago, but then we got to talking about food.
Yeah, we always should put some space in there for food.
Well, maybe that's what we should actually do is wrap up the show, what we call the after party, just all about food.
Mm-hmm.
So we can call this the after party part. Yeah, it's the year of the cake, but you know me, if I can, I'd do pies too. Actually, I am planning a what is it? It's a pumpkin pie cheesecake.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
So it's like a cheesecake with pumpkin pie type, like over the top, and yeah. And there's a pecan pie version of that too that I'm going to try to put together as well.
Such a Renaissance man.
Hey, okay. One cake I am going to be making this weekend is going to be fun. It's going to be a multi-layered chocolate cake with a chocolate mousse filling. And I know what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to put a whipped topping icing around that. And then my wife wants to throw some raspberries on it and actually maybe.
That would be nice. I think I'll move in next door if I can't live in a shed.
You know what's funny is the house next door is available.
Okay, already there.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay, we need to set up a finishing school for boys and send. Huh? Okay. Bink. What? that just is. There was a whole. What? I'm lost, Evie. What the? How many bedrooms? It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, huge living room, huge kitchen. They got a big patio on the back. And
is it gas stove or electric?
I think it's electric, but there is a gas outlet that you can get a gas.
Okay. Right, okay, shot guys. I like like gas stoves. So
Yeah, I know. I agree, and I'm one of these days. I'm going to sit back to as the beginning of the cooking shows and talk about the difference between gas and electric, and also about convection versus regular and so forth. Because boy, did we come across a serious problem with an electric stove while cooking.
I don't like them. Besides, if your power goes out with mine, I can't use the oven really because it's like electrical thing. But the top, just turn the gas on, light the match, go, and I could at least cook on top.
You
You
should
can
be
cook everything, spaghetti and everything you can think of.
you should be able to do the same on the bottom. You just have to know where the pilot is to.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know how to adjust it. So
See, but I'm a barbecue type of person, so I got a nice big pit outside, and I'll throw logs on the fire. And I want to actually do two kinds of cooks on there. I want to try cooking rice, my wife's Spanish rice, and I want to try to bake a cake on it too, because I heard you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So been really thinking about it. So. Yeah, see, we've been talking about getting a new place and actually going on a wood burning stove. Everybody thinks we're crazy, but it would work in two ways, because in the wintertime, think about it, you don't need to turn on the heater.
Right, but it does make the air extremely dry.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean.
My sister told me that they had one. This is their first year they didn't use it. So far, anyway.
Yeah, don't get me started on that bake-off. Anyway, okay, this is a good 30 minutes of talking about food. It is the cafe, folks. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and head out. We hope you guys have great holidays. Merry Christmas.
Exactly. Be safe.
Yeah. And if you do go spend time with family, please be careful. I know they're advising that you don't, but I know people are still going to try. So be careful with all that.
Yeah, definitely. We want to see you again next year.
Yeah. I don't know how that works when we're the one that they're looking at.
This is true. Well, we want you to see us again next year. So.
There you go. I like that one. Okay. Yep. So on that note, you guys have a great one, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, we have to thank them for this year, though.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Yeah. Thank you for tuning in this year.
Yeah, this was our first venture at doing things video-wise, and you're right, Annie. I totally forgot. We always thank you guys. You guys are amazing, and we can't do this without you. So thank you for helping us make this happen.
Yeah, really. This is amazing.
Yeah.
As I said, the only thing I can't do is wear my pajamas.
Man, there's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't care. I mean, I've worn pajama bottoms while we've been.
Well, I got my pajama bottoms on, sure.
I mean, most guys don't have pajama tops. Okay, if I ever get a onesie, I will wear a onesie one night for you.
A onesie? No, sorry. That'd be like seeing Tom in a onesie. It's like, I tried to talk him into his and her pajamas, and he said no.
Yeah, no. See,
he's just t-shirt, sweatpants kind of guy.
That's right. See, I'm always in shorts. Very rarely do I wear pajama bottoms, and that's when my legs are extremely cold and the pain is unbearable, and I'm trying to keep my legs up. But other than that, no, you can't get me to change that. But yeah. I'll do the shorts. You want me to crochet one? Oh no, not happening. But on that note, yeah. So thank you guys, and we totally look forward to seeing you guys in the new year.
Definitely, it does. These 2 weeks coming 2 weeks are going to be weird.
It is. It's going
to. Yeah, I'm going to feel really odd on Friday night.
I know, right?
Yeah.
but I don't want to put anyone out. Most of the I gave everyone the time off so they can have their 2 weeks, be with family, friends, and enjoy the what's left of the year. So they have the excitement, and I want to do the same for you and everyone else out there. So let's make it happen. This is the one thing I will ask all of you that you watch. Please go to Facebook under TMV Cafe and share your pictures with us of your happy time to finish out this year. That's what we want. You could help us by sharing pictures of your happy time for the rest of 2020. And let's get the heck out of it. Let's start.
Oh my God! Yes.
Let's start 2021 with an amazing beginning. All right, guys. We'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.